Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
In the previous videos, we have learned about square, rectangle, triangle and parallelogram. We have seen how to find their areas and how to find their perimeter. Perimeter is basically sum of all the sides or the distance around the closed figure is known as perimeter. And we have seen how to find their areas as well. Area of square was side into side, or we can say side square, and area of rectangle was equal to length into breadth, or we can say L into B. And then we have seen how to find area of parallelogram. It was equal to base into corresponding height, and we can consider any side of the parallelogram as a base, and the height we have to select according to the base we are selecting. And after parallelogram, we have seen how to find area of a triangle. Area of a triangle was equal to half into base into height, or we can say half BH. And we have seen many questions based on all these things. Now in this session, we are going to learn about circles, that how to find perimeter or circumference of the circle and how to find area of a circle, and we'll see few examples based on circles. Now let's start with circumference of a circle. Now what do we mean by circumference of a circle? Now let us suppose we are having a circular cardboard like this. So here is one circular cardboard. So what we have to do, now we are trying to put a lace around this circular region just to decorate it. Now the thing is, how much lace is required, how to find that? So it will be the distance around this circular region. Now we are not sure how to find this distance. Can we find this distance using a ruler? No, we can't do that because it is not a straight figure or it's not a straight line. So we can't measure this using a ruler. So what should we do now? So let's do one thing. Let's mark any point, or let's mark any point on this circular region like this. So here we have marked one point on the circular end of this circular cardboard like this. Now what we have to do, we have to place this circular card on the table such that this marked point touches the table like this. As you can see here, this point B, it is touching the table. Now what we have to do, we have to roll this cardboard, or we have to roll this circular card along a straight line such that, or we have to roll it till the marked point touches the table again. So it will be rolled like this, and here at this point it is touching the table again. This marked point is touching the table again. So what we have to do now, we just have to find this distance BA. This is the distance around this circular region, and this distance is known as circumference of the circle. So this is how we can mark the any point, and then we can rotate it along the table such that that point touches the table again, and then we have to mark that points as B and A, and then we will find the distance BA or AB. So what we are doing here, we have taken one circular cardboard and then we marked one point on that circular region, and then what we did, we placed the circular card or the circular cardboard on a table such that that marked point touches the table. Now we are rotating this circular cardboard along the straight line on the table till the marked point touches the table again. As we can see here, it touches at this point A on the table. Now the distance around the circular region is the distance equal to BA, which is a straight line. So this is how we can find circumference of a circle. So here we have seen circumference of a circle is distance around the circular region. So we have just seen the distance around a circular region is known as its circumference. And how to measure that distance, we have also seen that. Now do we always have to perform this activity? Suppose a circle is given on a piece of paper. Do we have to cut it and then we have to mark any point on it, and then what we have to do, we have to place it on a table such that this marked point touches the table, and then we have to rotate it so till the marked point touches the table again, and then we have to find that distance. Will it be possible always? No, it is not possible always. So what do we need? We need a formula for finding circumference of a circle. Now let's try to find what is formula for circumference of a circle. Before that, let us discuss what is radius of a circle. Now circle is collection of all the points which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point. As we can see here, suppose here is the fixed point and this is the fixed distance, this much. Now all the points in the plane which are at this distance from this fixed point will be forming a circle like this. Now as we can see, all these points are at fixed distance from this fixed point. And this fixed distance is known as radius of the circle, and fixed point is known as, this fixed point is known as center of the circle. So basically, circle is collection of all the points which are at the distance of r from center of the circle. All those points will make a circle. So here the collection will be like this. So now we know what is center and what is radius of a circle. Now let's try to observe this table carefully. Here we are having 6 different circles and their radius is given, their diameter is given, and their circumference is also given. So see the first circle, radius is 3.5 centimeters. So diameter will be twice of the radius. It will be 7 centimeters. Now its circumference we have find according to the experiment we did in the previous part of this lecture. We have seen how to mark a point and how to find the distance around the circle, that is circumference. And that came out to be 22.0 centimeters in this case. And when we find ratio of circumference to diameter, it was 22 upon 7, and this is approximately equal to 3.14. And then we took one more circle with radius 7 centimeters and diameter 14 centimeters. So its circumference came out to be 44 centimeters. So again the ratio of circumference to diameter is 3.14. Now let's see the next part. Here we are having circle of radius 10.5 centimeters and diameter will be twice of it, so it is 21 centimeters, and its circumference came out to be 66.0 centimeters. And when we find ratio of circumference to diameter, then it came out to be 3.14 again. Same is the case of fourth circle, which is of radius 21 centimeters, so diameter will be 42 centimeters, and its circumference came out as 132.0 centimeters. Again the ratio of circumference and diameter is 3.14. Now in the next case, radius is 5 centimeters and diameter is 10 centimeters. So its circumference came out to be 32.0 centimeters. So here 32.0 centimeters and the diameter is 10 centimeters. The ratio of circumference to diameter is 3.2, and in the last case we are having a circle of radius 15 centimeters. So its diameter will be double of it, and that is 30 centimeters, and circumference came out as 94.0 centimeters. And when we find ratio of circumference to diameter, it was approximately equal to 13.13. Now try to observe these ratios. Ratio of circumference to diameter. Is it approximately equal every time? Yes. Every time it is same only. It is approximately equal to 22 upon 7, or we can say 3.14. So this ratio is known as pi. We call it as pi, and it is denoted like this. This is the symbol for pi. Now this ratio is known as pi. So what we have seen here, ratio of circumference to ratio of diameter. Let's say capital C is circumference and capital D is diameter. This ratio is always fixed and it is equal to pi, where pi is equal to 22 upon 7 or 3.14, or we can say it is approximately equal to 22 upon 7 or 3.14. This is the approximate value of pi. So the ratio of circumference to diameter is equal to pi. Now from here we can say circumference is equal to pi into d, where d is the diameter, and we know diameter is equal to twice of radius. So this can be written as pi into 2r. Pi into 2r means pi into d. Now this can be rearranged as 2 pi r. So this is the formula for finding circumference of a circle. So we have seen that if radius is r, then circumference of the circle will be equal to 2 pi r. By using this formula, we can find circumference of a circle. Now let us see few examples based on circumference of a circle. Now let's try this question. The question is in figure 11.31, that is this figure shown here. This is figure 11.31. The first question is which square has the larger perimeter? So here two squares are marked. As we can see, one is the outer square like this, and one is the inner square. As we can see here, it is like this. So out of these two squares, what we can see, larger square will have larger perimeter. So it means we can say outer square. Outer square is having larger perimeter. Now the second question is, which is larger, perimeter of smaller square or the perimeter or the circumference of the circle? So here we are having a circle like this. So now what do you think, among circle and square, which one will have larger perimeter? Let us suppose we are having something like this. We are having a straight line from A to B, and then we are having this curve like this. Now which one is having more length, the curved portion or the straight portion? Obviously the curved portion is greater than the straight portion. So therefore in this case also we can divide the circumference of the circle into 4 parts. It will be like this, and then from here to here, and then like this, and then like this. So this is how circle has been divided into 4 portions, or the circumference of the circle has been divided into 4 portions. And see the circle and see the square, it is like this. This is the straight line, and then again a straight line like this, and then like this. Now what do you think, which one will have larger perimeter? As we can see, every part of the circumference is correspondingly greater than the straight line of the square, or we can say the side of the square. So therefore, when all the parts of the circumference are combined, they will form larger length than the perimeter of a square. So therefore, we can say circumference of the circle is greater. So answer for this question will be circumference of circle. Now the next question is, what is the circumference of a circle of diameter 10 centimeter, and here it is given we have to take pi as 3.14. Now, do you remember how to find circumference? Yes. We have seen that ratio of circumference to diameter is equal to pi. So, therefore, we can say circumference will be equal to pi into d. And the value of pi we have to take as 3.14 and diameter is 10 centimeters. So, circumference will be equal to 3.14 into 10 centimeters. And this will be equal to 31.4 centimeters. So, therefore, we can say circumference of the circle is 31.4 centimeters. Now, the next question is, what is the circumference of a circle? Now, the next question is, what is the circumference of a circular disc of radius 14 centimeters? We have to use pi as 22 upon 7 this time. As we have seen one formula for circumference, it was equal to 2 pi r. Therefore, we are having circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Now, r is already given, r is the radius and it is 14 centimeters. So, we will get 2 into 22 upon 7, which is pi, into 14. 14 is the radius of the circle. So, now 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So, what we are getting from here, 2 into 22, that is 44, 44 into 2, it is 88. So, therefore, circumference of the circle is equal to 88 centimeters. So, by using the formula 2 pi r, we can find circumference of the circle. Now, the question is, the radius of a circular pipe is 10 centimeters. What length of a tape is required to wrap once around the pipe? So, here we are having a circular pipe and we have to wrap it around with a tape. Now, we have to tell what length of tape is required. So, the length of tape required should be equal to the distance around the circular pipe, and that is known as circumference. So, therefore, length of tape should be equal to circumference. Now, radius of the circular pipe is 10 centimeters and it is given we have to use pi as 3.14. Now, can we find circumference? Yes, we can find circumference because we are having one formula for circumference and it is 2 pi r. Let's put the values here. So, it will be 2 into 3.14 into r, which is 10 centimeters. So, this will become 2 into 31.4. Now, 2 into 31.4, this will be equal to 62.8 centimeters. So, therefore, circumference is equal to 62.8 centimeters. Hence, we can say the length of the tape required is 62.8 centimeters, or we can write 62.8 centimeters of tape is required.